Welcome, dear students. So, today we'll start off with the third module of our course, Professional Communication. Module 3 can be divided into four different parts. The first part will be on oral presentation and voice modulation. Second part will be on public speaking skills. Third part will be on debate, and the final part is on group discussion. So, let us look into what is meant by oral presentation. Oral presentation can be defined as a formal, structural, and systematic way of presenting message to our audience. Audience can refer to either educational set of people or to professional set of people. It is basically a participative two-way communication process that is happening, and your oral presentation is characterized by presentation of a message, usually with the help of certain visual aids. Now, there are different ways of giving an oral presentation, such as you can see from the slide, reading out the background material, which may be prepared in the form of certain slides, preparing and delivering a talk on a certain topic, leading a group discussion, and similarly, you can even write certain assignment based on some topic that was presented to you by somebody else, and you can represent the same to another set of people. So all this come under oral presentation. Now, what are the different types of oral presentation? We can categorize oral presentation into two main subcategories. One is called the extempo presentation and the other is called the prepared oral presentation. Extempo presentation is a speech that is given on the spot without any preparation. It is basically a test of your knowledge about a particular topic as well as your ability to express yourself in good words, and that too in a framed manner within a limited time. The second category, as the name suggests, gives an oral presentation in the prepared form. Next, what are the steps that are involved in making a presentation? First step involves analyzing the audience. See, knowing your audience background will help you to structure your presentation better. Next step involves planning, doing research, and organizing the content. You have to give yourself plenty of time to prepare thoroughly, as a last minute rush can leave you confused while delivering the presentation. Hence, it is very important to gather the information you need and you should set it out in a logical order. So, that comes under the category of plan, research, and organizing your content. The third step comes as drafting and revising the presentation. Here, as we all know, with data and lecturing, most of the audience get bored with the presentation. So it is a good idea to add graphics to your presentation, like you can include any graphs or diagram that will help you illustrate your point. Similarly, you can include videos and pictures. But one thing that you need to take care is not to overuse these graphics or visuals in your presentation. Next, you come to preparing speaking notes, and this points to preparing an outline format for your presentation. This can actually help you visually recall the structure of your talk. But you need to keep in mind that too much detail on your notes can encourage you to read them directly to audience, and hence you won't be able to maintain eye contact with your listeners. So that need to be taken care of while you prepare speaking notes. And finally, you need to practice and deliver the presentation. Practice refers to mainly timing yourself. Like if you're taking longer to present, you can cut down some information from your slides or presentation. Similarly, make sure not to talk too fast to include all information, as this can make it difficult for your target group to understand. One of the major steps in giving oral presentation is to watch yourself give the presentation in a mirror so that you can correct any distracting movements or gestures. Next topic is voice modulation. Modulation happens when you control or adjust something. Voice modulation depends on mainly four aspects of your voice. First aspect is called pitch, which is the volume of your voice. For example, if you're angry, your voice gets loud. Similarly, if you're sad, your volume is soft. And also, if you want to tell a secret, you whisper. So, that is how you control the volume of your voice. And this is important with respect to voice modulation. Second aspect is called pace, which is the speed of your talk. For example, if you're nervous or scared, you speak very fast. So this is another aspect. The third aspect is called tone of your voice, which is the emotion with which you speak. This is a main factor or the most important part of your voice modulation when it comes in case of oral presentation. And the last aspect is called pause, which refers to the breaks we take in our sentence. This will give the listener time to understand everything whatever you have told already. Thus, voice modulation means the fine tuning of the pitch or tone of your voice that can help your audience clearly understand what is being said to them or what is the speech being delivered by a speaker. And this is something which is very important, especially in public speaking. So, by mastering the art of voice modulation, you can make oral presentation more interesting. Now, what are the benefits of voice modulation? As you can see from the slide, it shows the confidence of the speaker. Secondly, you can make the speech more interesting and draw the attention of the audience. Through regulating the tone of your voice, again you can express the emotions while delivering the presentation, and hence it binds the audience too. And finally, it can bring clarity in communication when you do the presentation in a regulated way or in a modulated way. So here are certain tips that are to be taken care of, that is regarding the pitch, and you need to speak slowly, and also you need to stress on certain words while giving presentation which are of more importance. So certain points to keep in mind for successful voice modulation combined with an effective presentation, maybe they are as given there. Like you can vary your pitch and tempo to convey, speak with normal speed to avoid confusion, and also never deliver speech in monotone, like bring in more jokes kind to keep your audience lively. Also, pronunciation is to be met along with pause because that is something which is very important while you give a presentation. Next comes structuring an oral presentation. Just like letter writing or email writing, which we had already discussed in Module 1, a presentation structure 2 has got three sections. The first section comes as an introduction section where an overview of the presentation is to be given to the audience. It can include a greeting to the audience or stating the topic very clearly. Second section gives the body of the presentation where we can tell main points related to the topic. It needs to be well structured, and we can also use visual aids. The last section provides a conclusion to the topic. It gives a summary of the main points. Now remember not to introduce any new topic in this section. Also, through this section, you can leave the audience with a positive feeling about you as well as your ideas. So this is all regarding the topic oral presentation and voice modulation. Thank you so much for listening, and we'll continue with the next topic, public speaking, in our next lecture. Thank you so much.